email will be shared later at the end of the slide presentation. Any questions can be forwarded, and we have a very systematic approach to that. And the organizing committee for the mentorship, then channels out all the candidates that are seeking help. And we get in touch and do one-on-one counseling, and then the expertise. And I think that's more or less little brief stuff I have. I can share the actual PowerPoint that I have, because it also has the material that is needed for studies. That includes things like the USMLE World, the NDME, and other stuff that is needed. So the details about the education, I'm probably not going to go too much into that, because that's a little bit more stuff later on. And so I guess we'll try to make it more interactive. I have Ilyas on among ourselves, and also audiences, the students can ask questions, so that it becomes a much more interactive session and more useful. So over to you, Ilyas.
Thank you, Dr. Kauf. Yeah, I did. I would make it very interactive. Thank you for giving this opportunity, Adil Bhai. I'm very, very humbled to be here. I'm the current mentorship chairman, and I get phone calls on an average, I would say 2 to 3 phone calls per week from you all about मेरी हालत ऐसी है, my situation ऐसा है, मैं क्या करूं? So this is very common questions that we will be discussing today. So most of you guys might have one or some of your relatives are in the United States, and my parents are telling me, you're planning to send your children to the United States. How do we go about this if you are a medical graduate, especially from the medical college? Mohit Bhai, who is basically the father of this mentorship group, he has done a lot of work. He spent innumerable number of sleepless nights to make sure that most of the alumni from the medical college got into residency. I called him approximately 20 years back. What should I do to become a doctor, successful doctor? Completion of how do I complete my residency? What do I do? I called him and he picked up the phone. So that's the legacy that he is sharing with us, and we want to continue that legacy. So what I would like to do is, I want the people who are in the back to please come forward, and otherwise I will come to you so that you can be part of this conversation as well. So very common questions that people ask at this time when they are planning to do residency, or when they are still in medical school, and people are moving. I want more people to come. So, or should I change?
I think absolutely you should still keep the going for United States, and I think it's now time you should go to United States, because Trump is always for legal immigration and having skill in the United States. I don't think anything has changed for doctors. I think the only thing that has changed is probably getting visas will be probably a little more difficult for training, but I think if there is a will, there is always a way. So I think you should still think there's no change. Thank you.
I want people to ask questions. So some of you guys that are asking the questions in the debate, anyone wants to raise your hands? I'll come to you guys. I want this to be an interactive session. There is no bad question. You can ask a very simple question as well.
And I think I'd like to add, for the US, when we do residence interviews, we want people to be very interactive. We want them to speak up. We don't want to see quiet faces. So I think this is the first step you guys need to learn, that